all, welcome back to NNQ's World. Today's topic is living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. We are all familiar with the word living and non-living things. All animals, plants are living things. Even human beings also living things. Living things can move, breathe, grow, and also it can feel changes. So we call it as living thing. And non-living things that cannot grow, move, breathe, and reproduce. It can move with the help of an external force or with the help of a living thing. So in this we will learn about different features of living things. In mnemonic we call it as MRS GREN. M is for movement, R is for respiration, S is for sensitivity, G is for growth, R is for reproduction, E for excretion, N for nutrition. First, we will move with M for movement. Living things can move on their own. Plants do not move from place to place. Plants can make their own food. And also, it is fixed with the help of a root. But some plants like mimosa, it will be closed when we touch. And there will be movement of petals. That also an example for plant movement. But animals, it will move from one place to another in search of food, shelter to protect from enemies. The animals like dog, cat that will move with legs, fish will move with fins, birds will move with wings. So in MRS GREN, second letter is R, that is respiration. Before moving to respiration, we will learn about photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in which plant can prepare food with the help of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll that is present in the leaves will produce food and release oxygen. That process is called as photosynthesis. This photosynthesis will occur only in the daytime. So respiration. Respiration is actually opposite of photosynthesis. In respiration, the end products of photosynthesis, that is the glucose and oxygen, is used in respiration to produce energy for the plant, and it will release carbon dioxide. And this respiration will happen throughout the day and night. So photosynthesis is opposite to cellular respiration. So the respiration is also a process of breathing process. So living things can respire. The breathing organ for human beings is lungs. In cockroach, butterfly, mosquito, it is air holes or spiracles. In earthworm, it is skin. Fish, the breathing organ is gills. And the plant breathes through stomata. This stomata is a small opening that is present underside of the leaves. That is underneath the leaves. There is small opening that we call it as stomata. So with the help of stomata, plant breathe. Next letter in MRS GREN is S, that is sensitivity. Living things can feel changes. We feel changes around us. It's like that. Animals and plants also feel changes around them. And also it will respond to their surroundings. If when a plant, it will move towards light, then we call it as phototropism. That is responding to sunlight. And if it is to gravity, we call it as geotropism. Some plants like touch me not, Venus flytrap, it will also respond to surrounding. But animals that can feel or sense changes with the help of sense organs like eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. For example, cockroach, grasshopper and butterfly, it can sense with the help of a body part called antenna. So now we are familiar with sensitivity. Next we will move on to next letter in the MRS GREN, that is G, growth. Living things can grow. Plants and animals also grow with time. Child, he can change into an adult. Seed will change into small plant, then to tree. Plant need food to grow, and that food will be getting from photosynthesis and also through respiration. Food gives us energy to play, work and move. Animal eat plant or flesh of other animals as food to grow. So Next letter in MRS GREN is R, that is reproduction. First of all, we want to know about what is reproduction in plants. The process by which living things produce more of their own kind is called reproduction. Some plants reproduce with the help of seed, but some plants give rise to new plant with the help of a root, stem or leaves. Mammals are animals that give birth to their young ones and suckle their babies. Animals are reproduced either by laying egg or giving birth to young one. Birds, hens, fish, turtles, insects lay eggs. Next letter in MRS GREN is E, that is excretion. Excretion occurs in plants and animals and also in human beings. We want to excrete the waste products that is produced in our body. In plants, that extra carbon dioxide and oxygen that is excreted through the stomata in the leaves. And also excess water can be removed in the process called transpiration. That is through stomata, the extra water will be eliminated. That process we call it as transpiration. In human beings, skins, legs and kidneys are excretory organs. Next, last letter in MRS GREN is N, that is nutrition. First of all, we want to know about what is called as nutrition. It is the utilization of food by a living organism to obtain energy. All living organisms need energy to grow, to move, to work. Plants make their own food, so we call it as autotrophs or producers. But human beings and animals depend on plants and also other organisms, then we call it as heterotrophs. Carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals are essential components of food, so they are called as nutrients. Now finish the features of living thing. We will move on to the difference between a living and non-living thing. Living things can move, it can grow, it needs air to breathe, it needs food to grow, it can feel changes and it can reproduce. But non-living things, it will not move, it do not grow, it do not breathe and also it do not need food. It do not feel changes, it will not reproduce. So we all learn about the living and non-living thing. It is mainly based on the class 3 living and non-living thing. And thank you. Thank you for supporting. Please like, share and subscribe.